Welcome to Tech4her Africa. On Wednesdays like this, we have our Tech Byte series where you learn a tech skill weekly, and there you go, achieving your dreams. My name is Elizabeth Edwards, founder of Tech4her Africa, and today I'm going to walk you through how to use the Visual Studio Code. Yes, I know many of you know about it already, yes, but as you know, I just want to make sure that you have a grounded knowledge about how these tools work, how to use them, and it would really help making you a very good programmer, right? A solution provider. Okay, let's get it going right now. Okay, so the first thing is I want to give you a general walkthrough. I know you know about it, but let me just give you a bit about it, right? So Visual Studio Code is like one of those many tools, right? Like uh, you can mention it, yeah. The other tools that we have, Notepad also a code editor, right? And you have many others. Don't want to mention them right now. Yeah. Okay, let's stay on Visual Studio Code. Now, Visual Studio Code was is developed by Microsoft. They also have this Microsoft Visual Studio, not called VS Code, that is strictly made for Microsoft languages, right? Yeah, but Visual Studio Code gives you opportunity to work with different other languages, right? And that makes it very unique. It's very versatile. It has an extensive range of extensions that cater to various programming languages and development needs. Yes. Now, in this tutorial, I'm going to walk you through how to set up VS Code. You might have set it up, right? Yeah, but you need to understand really how it works and how to do many other fantastic things on your VS Code. It took me some time to also understand, right? And I'd love to share that knowledge. Okay, so yes, let's get to it. Now, the first thing we want to do is to install VS Code, right? Okay, um, just on my screen, I'm going to type out where you go to. You go to the code.visualstudio.com, or you can just search Google, yeah, for it. Now once you download, it's very easy. Just follow the prompt, installation prompt, and there you go, it's on. Now the next thing would be, how do we start using it? Yeah, of course, just like many other apps you have on your computer, right? You go to this Windows setup menu and you activate, you search for VS Code. You don't need to type out everything, just VS Code brings it up. Yeah, and you launch. That's one way. The second way is to use CMD. Remember that through our previous tutorials, I was teaching you or facilitating sessions on how to use command prompt and all that. Yeah, so we're just building on all this, and just go with me through this journey, and I trust that you're gonna be a better developer by the time we're done. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now the second way to do it is to use the CMD prompt, just like I said right now. And what you just type out once it opens is code dot. Once you hit enter, yeah, let me type it on my screen so you see what I say. So you just type code dot. I'm going to demonstrate it to you after this tutorial because I can only share one screen. The software allows me to just share one screen per time. Yeah. All right. So once you type this out, it's going to open the Visual Studio Code without manually doing that. All right. The other thing I want to show you is okay, now we want to set up our directories, we want to create files, want to switch languages. Maybe you're trying to code in PHP or Python or JavaScript. How do we prepare the environment for that? Okay, I'm going to show you on my screen right now. Once you launch your VS Code, it's going to open a welcome screen, right? I've passed that stage, but you can just go ahead. If you want to go through some tutorials, you can, right? Okay. Now, this is your uh, your toolbar, right? And once we open the folder, it's going to open an activity bar, just panel, just on this left side of my screen. Yeah. Now, what we do is we're going to create, we want to open we don't have a folder yet, right? And the thing to do right now is to, let's say we want to open a folder, and okay, and maybe on our desktop we just create a folder, let's say called uh, a folder called let's create a folder on our desktop called VS tutorial. Okay, now I can select that folder now that I've created one, and it's going to open that folder. It's going to create a space for a workspace. It's called a workspace for my project. Okay. Still loading up. It's loading up the environment for me to work. All right. Yes, it's set. Now, this is called your Explorer space, or it's also called the activity bar. Let me talk about one other thing that's very important about the environment. The this whole space here that you have is your workspace or your editor space where you actually write the codes. Yeah. And one more thing is the terminal. These are very important aspects of your environment. You have the terminal. If I click on new terminal, terminal is like you're opening your command terminal, right? Like we did CMD. So it's you're opening that in your VS Code. It gives you that. That's why I say it's like an integrated environment. Gives you the tools environment to create your code and build your applications. Yeah. Okay. Before I dive deeper into this command, the terminal. Let us create a file. Let's say we are coding in Python. Yeah. If you want to create a file, you have a set of icons here. This is to create a folder. This is to create a new file. What I do is, okay, it gives you the space. I can call it hack.py. What I'm using py is the extension name for Python, for a Python file, and I click enter. So it creates opens the document. Okay, why is my screen dark? Because I chose it. That's why. I chose a dark screen. And how to do that is to go to your file and you go to your settings, preferences, and you hit your settings. Gives you can customize all your theme. Yeah. All right. I also have this auto save so that as I'm working, VS Code is automatically saving my work. Yeah, I don't have to click save or whatever. Depends on you. Okay, now let's say just want to say print hello, print hello. Yeah, so I have a file already. Yeah. Okay. Now the next thing, we've been able to create a directory, a file, right? What else can we do in VS Code? Okay. Now there's a very important part. If you notice here, you see beneath there's this status bar, just the blue bar below your application gives you very key information about the state of your project. So it tells you you're working in a Python environment in the version of that environment. Yes. Now, also let's dive now into the terminal. Now, this terminal just works. You can adjust this. You can drag. You can adjust your screens. Very flexible, adaptable. Yeah. Here you can choose the prompt that you want. I have Git Bash here from GitHub, right? I have the command prompt, the Windows command prompt here. You can decide to switch to command prompt. You want to use the command prompt, not PowerShell, right? Yes. So, what else? Okay. You can. You can split terminal, right? So I can split terminal with a different, let me just use command prompt. So let's say you want to run two things at the same time. Yeah, so you can do all this here. All right. Yeah. What's the next thing to do? Uh, okay. We've done switch terminal, split terminal. Then you can kill the terminal. How do you do that? You can just do this. Just hit this delete. Yeah. You can clear your terminal as well. You can just hit this to clear your terminal, and that's it. Okay. Without wasting much time, we've spent a lot of time right now. Okay. Now the next thing is mm, just a second. What else? What else? Okay. Okay, yeah. Extensions. Now, how do we install extensions? Now, when you will install extensions, what you do is you go to your view and you would spot extensions, the view button, and you click on extensions. This is going to display the ones you've installed, and you can also install an extension from the marketplace. Let's say I didn't have a Python module, right? I can install it from here. What I do is I just type Python. It would bring up, but be sure it's from the right source, right? So I have Python. If I didn't have this, it's gonna prompt me to install here, and that's it. Yeah. Okay. The last thing here is okay. I think we've covered basically everything. Um, yeah, thank you so much everyone. So like you can run all those commands. Like if I want to run, if you want to go back, I think I always have that issues once you or have something else running here. If you want to go back to your project view, you just click on view and you click on explorer. It takes you back, right? You can run any command here, like the make directory that we were others code prompt, or you can do your program specific prompts, right? Let's say Python. I want to run this application, Python app.py. See, it's just execute on my window. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us in this tutorial. I'm seeing you next week Wednesday for another tutorial. Hope you enjoyed it. Please comment, just tell us what we can do better, and if you have new ideas and all that. All right. Thank you so much. This from Tech4 Africa. Bye.